Hi, and welcome back to today's morning report on Tuesday, the 1st of September, with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Handset Markets. Moving on to Eurodollar now. We've seen this Eurodollar, massively rally actually, about 100 ticks on the day, and that's sort of confounding that support that we had at the low of 11.55 on Friday. And the volatility still continues, really. And the turnaround has come with this news overnight from China, the very disappointing PMIs that arguably pushes back the prospect of a rate hike for the States. Subsequently, the carry trade gets unwound from the euro. And that seems to be the case that we're seeing today. Dollar coming under pressure, euro bouncing hard. And we're seeing a little bit of rally. It's difficult to say, to sort of know exactly how to play this one at the moment, because it is so volatile. It is still flying around all over the place. We've had that, just the incredible volatility in the last couple of weeks, really. Huge 700 pip rally followed by a 500 pip correction, and we're now sort of 150 ticks off the bottom that we saw on Friday. So still very, very much of a volatile market in the euro. In terms of momentum indicators on the daily chart, you're not really getting too much of a steer, really. I mean, you've had the RSI that's sort of bottomed around the neutral point, and it started to pull higher. But other than that, you wouldn't really want to sort of lay your hat on any real direction on that euro. You are getting support noticed on that 21-day moving average now, 1160, but I don't really think that that's going to give you too much of a guidance, but maybe more of a near to medium term basis as a level of support. However, this is the euro over the last sort of few days on the hourly chart. We've now started to see a move above 1130, 113 figure, and I talked about that in the morning report, because you see the selling pressure that we've seen in the last few days. The RSI never got above 60 on the hourly chart. It's now pushed above 60. It's now pushed above that initial resistance at 113. So that does suggest there is sort of an element of support and a turnaround coming in sentiment. You've got the hourly MACD lines pushing above neutral. So these indicators are beginning to turn around. You've got the hourly moving averages all starting to bottom out and turn up as well. So interesting that we are seeing this improvement on the hourly chart as this rebound has come through. So maybe you could look towards maybe pushing on for buying into any little corrections. You've already just had that little correction back towards $1.13, which was that old support, became resistance and breakout. So that is your initial support. You've got the support also of the hourly low, just as the European session was getting going at 1260. That is also another initial support. So you've got these slight higher lows going on here. So there is an improvement in the euro, but is it something that we need to be backing? Well, I think if you saw a move above 1364, I think that, which is another reaction high within that sell-off, I would say that that is starting to get sort of turnaround territory that you can actually sort of put with more conviction. I think at the moment we've just seen this initial move above 113. Whether you'd be backing it as a continued move remains to be seen. I think that the euro is a very difficult play at the moment, and I think unless you've got a move above 1364, which is that reaction high on the 27th, I'm not really convinced that this is something that you can properly back quite yet. The improvement in the momentum indicators is a positive. Certainly it suggests that the selling pressure has abated, but whether you can back it seriously to the upside or not remains to be seen. I mean, we've just dipped back below 70 again, so if you sort of start to pull back below 60 and maybe into the 50s, I think that would sort of suggest that we're more of a neutral outlook on the euro near term, and it'd be a surprise. I think if you saw the euro shooting strongly higher from here, but to be honest, with the markets as they have been in the last few weeks, anything's possible at the moment. But if the market sentiment continues to be negative, then you could well see that euro shooting up. But at the moment, it is certainly an improving chart, but nothing really that you can massively hold your hat to. So I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.